Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
One of the worst presidential candidates of all time, Kamala Harris. Sorry, Hillary Clinton. I said one of the worst, not the worst presidential candidate of all time. Kamala Harris announced she will not run for California governor. As polls showed, she had no real chance. And really, let's just be completely honest. No one wants her to run, leaving the race open and far less newsworthy. Is there anyone in this country who is looking at the current state of play and going, you know what we need? Kamala Harris. The answer is no. Nobody wants anything to do with Kamala Harris. No one is interested by Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was a presidential nominee and a media darling because she was behind Joe Biden. Why was she behind Joe Biden? Well, because she was a DEI hire. That's it. That's the sole reason. Get out of here.
Number 6.
This is a horrific story. Madison County Sheriff's Office said an incident occurred at a residence in Hazel Green. Randy Almanzar approached a home claiming to sell pest control services and was let into the home by a juvenile after asking to use the restroom. Once inside, Almanzar allegedly sexually assaulted the juvenile and left the home. Listen to me and listen to me good. If you are selling products door to door in the year 2025, nobody should pay you any mind. I'm sorry. Unless it's a little kid selling cookies or something or popcorn for their school or some nonsense like that. I'm sorry. I don't like it when a grown man comes to my door trying to sell me anything. And here's another example of why this is such a bad idea. Put this guy under the jail.
Number 5.
A Fairhope City Councilman, Jack Burrell's campaign website was overtaken by a drag queen story hour group. Yep. The idea here is if you go to Jack Burrell's reelection site that he used in the previous campaign, it will redirect you to Drag Queen Story Hour. I don't know why they're doing this. I guess it gets him a good, funny story in the newspaper or whatever the newspaper is considered today. But let me tell you this right now. Not a single person went to go to Jack Burrell's website and then instead went to a Drag Queen Story Hour website and go, oh, I'm in favor of drag queens reading to my kid at a library. Yeah, I love it when men are reading to my kid wearing a female swimsuit with sequin all over it. It's even better if they're morbidly obese. I just love that stuff. Yeah, please, more.
Number 4.
Scottsboro Police Lieutenant Derek Porch, injured in the 21-hour manhunt shootout a few days ago, is recovering after being shot by Daniel McCarn during a domestic violence call before McCarn fled. That is the story here. And luckily, this guy, this police lieutenant, is recovering. He had been on the force for a very long time, a 29-year veteran of the department, shot by this thug who then fled. And you probably got one of those alerts that told you that this was going on, and it was kind of jarring. I was sitting at home and I got one of them, and it told me about this whole thing happening. It started as a domestic violence call, then it became a high-speed police chase and a shooting that injured a law enforcement officer. And they caught him, they have arrested him, and he is sitting in jail right now.
Number 3.
The defense in a former Decatur police officer, Mac McCutcheon, no, it is not the Madison County Commission chairman, excuse me. Let me start this again. The defense in the former Decatur police officer, Mac Marquette's murder trial countered Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall's argument against his self-defense claims, saying that, look, quote, Marquette was an on-duty police officer fulfilling his duties to his community when someone unlawfully pointed a pistol at a third party and then unlawfully trained the gun on himself. Now, that's a quote. That's what they're arguing. When they argue that in court and they show the video, Marquette is going to walk. I talked to Marshall today about this, and he said, look, this is an argument about whether the judge should be able to wipe it away or whether it should be heard in court. He thinks it should be heard in court.
Number 2.
U.S. Representative Barry Moore expected to enter a race against Steve Marshall for the United States Senate here in just a little bit. The Representative Enterprise said the Obama administration's Trump-Russia scandal surpasses Watergate. And remember, Watergate is the standard by which we all judge everything. FBI Director Kash Patel has revealed that sensitive material and documents related to the Trump-Russia probe have been found inside burn bags at the FBI. Now, one of the documents FBI officials found in a burn bag was the classified annex to former Special Counsel John Durham's final report, which includes the underlying intelligence he reviewed. Now, what all of this means is that it appears they're making the argument that they tried to cover a lot of this up.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
President Donald Trump is taking a victory lap and touting how a 3% GDP growth in quarter 2 2025 is really an amazing thing that proved the experts wrong. And you know what? He's right until he's wrong. I mean, that's just it. And if you look at some of the coverage of this, they are all begrudgingly acknowledging that Donald Trump has so far got this right. Some straight up saying it, others trying to be coy about it. The Washington Post headline, U.S. economy posts strong second quarter, growing at 3% pace. And then the sub-headline says, the U.S. economy posted stronger growth in the second quarter, but economists warned that the latest GOP data may not accurately reflect what's happening. Did you remember during the Biden administration where they were like, man, these numbers are bad? Do you remember this where they told us that the numbers are bad and all this other stuff? Yeah, okay, we all understand that. And then they said, but that's not what people are feeling. And this is the same thing. They can't, if they don't like it, they just tell you, no, that's not the truth. Look, the data is data, but what about the vibes? Can we get the vibes? That's what vibe check, queen. That's where we're at this point. And they're trying it. They cannot help themselves. The data shows this. Oh yeah, well, I don't feel that way. I mean, that's like looking at a Dunkin' Donuts commercial and saying it's eugenics. I mean, that's basically what the same people. These are the same exact people. Dunkin' Donuts equals eugenics. Same exact stuff. And I just cannot believe that we are looking at this and instead of going, looks like we may have got this wrong. Looks like we may have got this wrong. It's a wild thing to see what's happening here. It is a wild, ridiculous thing. But the White House is saying the following, and I love this White House. They have what the kids say is no chill. Yes, I think that's what the kids say. They said this: President Trump's America First economic agenda continues to prove the so-called experts wrong. So what do the experts do? They say, yeah, that growth is good. But what about the vibes? So now the experts are all about vibes. Let's take a quick timeout. I am Dale Jackson. You can get your thoughts in right here, right now. Email me.
You've got mail.
Dale at WVNN.com. That is, of course, the Downtown Rescue Mission.org email inbox. You can get your questions in for 10 with him and your thoughts. It's all very simple to do. You can also pick up that phone, text me. 866-494-WVNN. That's the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line, or use that free speech phone line as well. Same number, 866-494-WVNN. We'll be right back.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 things you should be talking about today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.